3. Welcome back to RadioAwesome.com. Now, real quick, Alyssa Moore told me her sister's listening all the way out in California. Her name is Samantha.
What? We got people out in Oregon. We got people out in California.
Hey, I had one in Australia once. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying.
Big pimping. Pimping ain't easy.
Pimping ain't easy, eh?
You know what? You know what? Once again, though, Nick, you've had like 4 shout-outs this whole segment, but yes, Jaeger bombs. That's the way to go.
Yeah, Jaeger bombs,
I
dude?
just got a text from him that said, all it said was Jaeger bombs.
Actually, I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know about you or Nick, but I'm a huge fan of cold, straight Jaeger. Like a shot, not like, like a jar.
It's got to be, out of the system at the bar.
Yeah,
Is that
like
what you're talking
a
about?
Christian dispenser.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
But you have to do it before you start drinking, because if not, man, it's going to mess you up.
Yeah.
Also,
Red Bull and vodka. That's
always
pretty
mess
good,
you
too.
up.
I haven't had that ever, actually, until like a week ago, and I drank it, and I was like, man, this is pretty delicious. You know what? I'm going to start drinking this all the time. Well, not all the time.
Well, it's one of those things where you get hyper.
But most of the time.
It's one of those things where you get really hyper and hammered all at the same time.
And then all of a sudden you just crash, and you're just like, oh, man,
No. Everyone's always like, how can you drink all that Red Bull and go home and sleep? I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm going to sleep like a baby. I've been rushing around all day. Jesus.
It's like a 3-day cocaine binge, you know what I'm saying?
Actually, the girl I used to date, she used to take and drink nothing but the berry vodka and the true 3 ounce berry vodka with only sugar-free Red Bull.
I'll tell you what I like. What vodka is 3 Olives.
Root beer?
No, that 3 Olives vodka that I was always drinking.
The bubble gum.
The 3 Olives bubble vodka with Pepsi.
Yeah,
that
by the way,
delicious.
we tried Sprite like they all said, but it didn't taste that great.
Sprite is good though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It tasted good, but it wasn't great.
But
with
we
Pepsi,
ran out. We ran out of Sprite, and this man was like, "Let's try Pepsi," and I'm like, Dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
Put it in there. It was delicious.
That was a hell of a New Year's Eve.
Yeah, let me tell you what.
3 Olives bubble vodka and Pepsi.
And beer pong. Yeah,
and beer pong.
Yeah, we might have been at a friend's house named Noah and Rick, but we were not smoking weed or drinking alcoholic beverages.
That's right. And we definitely weren't smoking weed.
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
I've never done that before in my life.
Yeah. My friends told me it's fun, but I don't know. I don't trust it.
It's like, Dad, Doc, don't you tell anybody. Don't you tell a soul.
Doc? Sir?
Sir?
Glad you're still listening.
Yeah, glad you're still listening. But don't you tell a soul. So I will fight you. Maybe. If you're not like,
No, you said that wrong. You said that wrong. I will fight you, sir.
Sir? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
said that wrong.
No, so my dad's, called me today. He's like, hey, by the way, I told Doc the other day that, it was pretty funny that, that Just Brian says, oh, you know what? I will cut you, sir. And I was like, that was pretty cool. He's still real respectful to me.
Yeah. I'm totally disrespectful by saying I'll cut you, but, you bring the respect back by saying sir.
See, look, we went to Whitehall. They taught us respect.
That's right.
In a fight, sir.
That's right. I didn't learn any grammar whatsoever.
Yeah, no. Is and that goes the same sentence. Always.
Ain't no is how you begin a sentence as far as I'm concerned, but...
I was born here and I was raised here, and ain't nobody gonna take me out of here. No, I'm joking.
Except for Jack Daniels. He'll take me anywhere.
Yeah. And actually, let's tell them that story.
What?
So, me and Just Brian might have been around the age of 16, 17 years old.
We're taking it way back.
Way back. By the way, this is a throwback segment. And, Just Brian wouldn't drink beer yet because he was like, you know what? I like Jack Daniels. This stuff is delicious.
Yeah, I was all about liquor. I wasn't about the beer at all.
But, this is, a guy who we used to sit around and drink Black Velvet. Which, by the way, not good. Not good.
Not good at all.
And you know what? That song does not make it any better. Black Velvet. Yeah, no, not good. Not a good song.
Yeah, by the way, just to cut in real quick, my mom says good show.
Oh,
by the way, we know.
Yeah, thanks, Madre.
Yeah,
thanks, Madre. That's a Spanish mom right there. So, Brian is throwing up into the toilet, and he's like falling all over himself. And, if you have a whole bottle of Jack Daniels, I mean, there's a little bit of the lip left in the bottle.
At 16. I drank a whole bottle at 16 years old.
So there was no alcohol tolerance built up yet. I mean, we only started drinking when he was 14.
Yeah.
So he falls down, there's like puke coming out, and I'm like, oh, crap, what do I do?
He gets a bucket. That's what he does.
No, not at all. Not at all. I run in. Brian, this is when everyone was wearing the studded belts. And he had this long-ass hair. So I pick him up. I grab his hair and his belt loop. And he's like still puking, and I'm shaking him over the toilet.
But I mean, just picture this: Steve with his left hand grabbing my hair and his right hand on my belt, and just lifting me like 2 feet off the ground, just shaking the puke out of me.
Yeah, look, I've been a big man all my life, But Brian's always been a skinny guy, so it was like no effort. It was effortless. I was like,
it was like picking up a piece of paper, maybe a notebook. It was like picking up a notebook.
no, hey, you ask Nick. Nick, here's another shout out. Sorry, bro, but if you ask Nick, when you did wrestling conditioning in high school, coach made sure you can lift up a mountain. Okay, so I was maybe like, I don't know, 205 pounds at this time. And by the way, I was 205 pounds and they called me fat. And now I'm freaking, 265 pounds and no one calls me fat because I'm too big and scary. So, but no, I'm holding him up, shaking the puke out of him. I sit him back in the corner. I'm a nice friend. I take his glasses off of him. And I fold him up, put him on the counter, and he just lays there in the hallway next to an old ass plant that was dead as hell, sleeping his ass off.
Oh man, I didn't wake up for like 12 hours.
No,
it wasn't even one of those where you wake up drunk and pissed off like halfway through the night like you always do. No,
Yeah.
I was out. I was out cold.
Oh yeah. And real quick, big ups to Jeremy Bogus for listening to my show 3 weeks in a row.
Oh,
thanks,
appreciate
brother.
it. Yeah.
I got drunk with this man like not too long ago in Lancaster with Kyle Early Wine.
What?
Yeah, we call that late beers. All right.
Late beers.
All right. Let's get to some more music. We'll continue with some more stories when we come back.
By the way, thanks y'all for watching the webcam. Much appreciated.
Yeah, www.radioawesome.com.
That's right. I'm just saying.